Let's start with an overview of the homepage. Everything byjobi.com has to offer is available on the homepage. At the top of the page we have the search field, and below that is the sliding timeline. To the left of the screen is the drop-down box where we can save the profiles of our various searches. Then we have the links, whereby we can choose the language and location of our search, the domain where we'd like to search, the icons of the sites we'd also like to search, and the file type in which we'd like to have our search returned. How to search with byjobi.com. Here in the search field, we enter the search criteria. The search field is driven by Google. Here we've searched for the Olympics. Using the timeline, we can conduct a more powerful search when we are looking for really exact information. The search term that we've chosen is the Olympics, and we can see decade by decade how they were reported on the net. The 80s, the 90s, and of course, the noughties. This is a great example of byjobi.com doing its job, bringing you exactly the results that you'd like to see. Using the language and location links. For a truly international search of any subject, be it history, geography or tourist destination, it's often best to do the research in the mother tongue of that country. Another really excellent feature of byjobi.com is the language choice, allowing you to search in any language you like. Any location you like, type in a city, a location, a zip code, a country, a monument, and to use the domain of whichever country you choose to search. A really brilliant aspect of byjobi.com is domain designation search. The search criteria we've chosen is sex. When we enter the word sex into an ordinary search engine, we get lots and lots and lots of porn sites. However, if we choose to filter it by choosing .edu, we get sex education sites, info on same-sex marriage, and Simone de Beauvoir. If we choose to filter sex by .gov, we get information on sex-based discrimination, sex offenders and Megan's Law. And finally, if we choose to filter our results by .org, we get questions and answers about sex for teens, sex education, PBS, The Evolution and Sex, and Madonna's coffee table book called Sex. All of these search results would have been lost in the noise of adult entertainment sites. byjobi.com, keeping it accurate and keeping it clean. The most advanced search properties on byjobi.com are the site icons to the left of the homepage. The featured icons are those of social networking sites and are meant as a guide as much as a convenience. Social networking sites have become search engines in their own right and so can be mined for extremely pertinent and timely information, especially on national and international news events. President Obama is in Paris this weekend. Have you seen him? Perhaps he mentioned it on Facebook, on Twitter, took a picture and put it on Flickr. Yes, you did, and here are the results. Pictures, tweets, and Facebook entries. Are there other sites that you search on a regular basis, or will you need to search a certain group of sites for a project? Then you can add them by clicking here. The NewYorkTimes.com, for instance. Wall Street Journal. Maybe Wired. Let's see what they all have to say about the Palm Pre. the news is good. As you can see from that search, Wired dominated the search results. Don't want Wired in there? Then simply click a second time and Wired will be eliminated. Here we go. The New York Times and the Wall Street Journal exclusively. Another great power search advantage of byjobi.com is choosing to have your search results returned in a particular file type, be it PDF, .doc, RTF, .xls, or even PowerPoint. This is particularly useful for students and academics. Not to mention star-crossed lovers. When you type search criteria into the search field, such as, the keyword box is populated. Clicking on any of the keywords will launch a search. As you can see, the tab is named for the search. To open a new tab, click Add Tab. Subsequent tabs will be named for the search. When researching, we can open several tabs and save them to a tab folder to be used later. I'll add a third tab, as though searching for more car information. To add a tab folder, I simply click on the green plus, type in the name of the folder, hit OK. Now, in the drop-down box, we can see the tab folder. To return to a different search, I'll just click on Default Tab Folder. Cars remains. Here in the top left-hand corner, we have the profiles. In the drop-down box, you can see Default Profile, Social Networking, and Document Files. The profiles allow us to save searches and search criteria to be used at a later date. An example would be, we'll do some summer blockbuster research and have a look in Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to see what the buzz is. Up here, we can save the profile, clicking on the green plus sign. We'll call it Movies. As you can see, it now appears in the drop-down box as a profile. Not seen The Hangover yet? Let's see what the social networking sites have to say about it. And we apply our criteria. There we go, YouTube all the way. Oh, some Facebook too. If we return to the default profile, we clear the profiles. But wait, we haven't finished searching. Let's add a tab, choose the criteria we want to use. As you can see, they're the same as in the last search, and look for Transformers 2. And there we go. We can do this endlessly. Profiles can also be set up for file types. Either we can go to the profile drop-down, click on Document Files, and a certain number of the document files are highlighted. However, if we want to add to that and save it, we can do that too.